guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the rest of my prep for Camp NaNoWriMo. I say rest of like I've actually done some prep for Camp NaNoWriMo. I haven't. So this is my prep for Camp NaNoWriMo. It's not prepping anything like plot or characters or stuff like that because I'm doing finishing off two old projects at least for Camp NaNoWriMo. I mean prep as in how I'm going to track my word count, how I'm going to track my hours that I do for my goals, and show you a little bit about what I do and why I do it. So I use a bullet journal to track all of my progress in any writing challenges I do. For those of you who don't know, a bullet journal is a notebook slash sketchbook slash diary slash journal slash whatever you want it to be. This is my spread for 85K90, which I did at the beginning of the year, which is where you write 85,000 words in 90 days. Each of the boxes stands for a day in that, and as I went along and wrote each day, I filled in the word count. As you can see, I started filling it in and then sort of stopped filling it in because I'm really sucky at keeping up with these things. Flash forward to my spread for Camp NaNoWriMo for April this year. I did 20,000 words and each box stood for 1,000 words I had written. The good thing about this was I could just colour it all in at the end even though I hadn't been keeping up with it for the entire month. So it looks done and it looks like I kept up with it the entire month, but in reality I sort of cheated right at the end and coloured everything in even though I did win. So I thought today what I'd do is show you the spread and the tracker that I'm going to use for Camp NaNoWriMo this coming July. Let's begin. So I'm actually doing two separate spreads. The first spread is going to track the two different projects I'm doing. So I'm doing writing 10,000 words for one and rewriting 10 chapters for another. So I've got the 10 separate boxes at the bottom of each. So as I complete a chapter or as I complete 1,000 words, I'll colour in one of those boxes just so I can keep sort of track of, you know, how many more words I need to write and how many more chapters that I need to do. Writing down a synopsis for both of those projects, even though I know what they are, just sort of adds a little bit more professionalism to it, I suppose. The second one is where I'm going to track just my hours, and I wanted to do sort of like a clock face for it. So separating all of the different sections, so at the end there will be 60 different sections like there is on the clock. And as I go along and do an hour's worth of work, I will colour in one of those sections. So at the end of Camp NaNoWriMo, I should be left with a beautiful coloured wheel. That is, if I keep up with colouring it in. I will keep up with colouring it in. I will. I'm not going to colour it in just one colour. I'm going to separate all of the colours at the end so I can clearly see how I have broken down my time into the different sections. How much I worked on one project and how much I worked on the other. So that's 60 hours in 31 days. Which I'm really, really excited about doing. There's my title going on there. And then the 4 different colours and the 4 different sections I'm going to be completing. So this is the finished spread for my tracker for the chapters and the 1,000 words. I will decorate it more than that. I'm definitely going to add some sort of pattern here and, you know, sort of make it more bright and colourful rather than just blank because it looks too blank to me. So yeah, that's going to be done. It's what you'd get when you have to do bullet journal video when you've got the kids around. You have to do it very quickly, basically. And this is the finished time tracker. So hopefully there will be 60 of these sections. I still haven't counted in order for me to do that. We've got the title up here, 60 hours in 31 days. And then as I finish hours, I will colour them in one of these 4 colours. Don't ask me why I've got 4 colours when I think I only need 3. I was sort of splitting up, rewriting my book wrong. So the green's going to be when I write the 10,000 words. Revising is where I am working on Nephilim. I sort of just revise the scene, and then rewriting it is... Actually no, 3 would work. So revising it is just making it sound better. Rewriting it is where I am taking a scene and then rewriting it to add stuff in. And then Nephilim in orange can just be if I'm writing a completely new scene. So there we go. I figured it out as I speak. Talking helps you figure stuff out, guys. So that's how I'm going to have that coloured in. And hopefully that will all be nice and colourful by the time NaNoWriMo ends. You're going to need to let me know, guys, how do you keep track of Camp NaNoWriMo? Do you just use the tracker that is on the website, or do you track in another way? How many of you guys use bullet journals? Because I would love to know, because bullet journals are my life and I absolutely adore them, and I will preach about them to absolutely anybody who asks. So thank you so much for watching. The next time you'll see me talk about Camp NaNoWriMo is during Camp NaNoWriMo for the vlogs that I am planning, and I'll see you next time. Good thoughts and happy writing.